डाल दिया। Okay, so if you come closer first, please let me explain you some things about this area and in general. So, first of all, once again, welcome to Sogut. This is the birthplace of the Kayis and Ottoman Empire. Before visiting anywhere here, I want to translate this important saying of Ertuğrul Gazi, our grandfather Ertuğrul Gazi, to his son Osman. It's a very important saying because if you understand this, you will understand the meaning behind the birth of Ottoman Empire. He's saying that, look at me, my son, listen to me, my son. He's talking to Osman. If you hurt me, as your father, I feel bad. I get disappointed because you hurt me. But it's okay. If you hurt Sheikh Edebali, look at this meaning, please, behind. If you hurt Sheikh Edebali, I won't forgive you. My eyes won't see you as my son anymore. Look at the meaning behind this. He says, if you hurt me as your father, I feel bad. I get disappointed because my son hurt me. But if you hurt Sheikh Edebali, I will not forgive you. And you know, he's saying this as, keep these words as my wasiyah to you, as my last words to you. So Osman understood that in any condition, he has to respect Sheikh Edebali. By the way, who is Sheikh Edebali? He's not Ibn al-Arabi. Ibn al-Arabi and Sheikh Edebali are two different people. Mainly, when you watch Ertuğrul, you always saw Ibn al-Arabi. Yeah. But when you watch Osman, you mostly see Sheikh Edebali. Why? Because Sheikh Edebali was the spiritual founder of Ottoman Empire. Everybody thinks that Osman always planned to have a Sultanate Osmaniye, an Ottoman Empire like that. He never planned this. He was just one of those young Kayi boys, Kayi Alps. It was whom? It was Sheikh Edebali and white-bearded, who convinced him that he's the chosen one. Then Osman understood that he has to focus on the empire first. That's why he started to unite the tribes. Before, all the Turkish tribes were living in all around the Sogut area and all this area. By the way, how did we come here? How did Kayis came here? The answer is, may Allah bless his soul, a great Sultan, Sultan Alauddin Keykubat. When our grandfather Ertuğrul Gazi saved his life, he had given this land and one more place, Domaniç. Sogut and Domaniç, these two places were given to Kayis as a gift. So Kayis did not fight for here. So Ertuğrul Gazi, he brought 400 tents. They exactly started to live in this area. So this is the birth, this is the home of the Kayis. The main original tribe were exactly around this area. So Sogut became the home for Kayis. Then starting from Sogut, they moved step by step. Sogut, Bilecik, İnegöl, Yenişehir, then to Bursa. So at that time, from Sogut to Bursa, it took how much time for them, you think? Normally today, inshallah, we'll be going from Sogut to Bursa in the evening. So we cover in a day. But how much?
No, conquering or just
from Sogut to Bursa.
Normal, maybe 3 days.
Normally, like it took for them. When did they reach to Bursa? You know that? 27 years.
Oh yeah, that way, 25
years. Yes, that's why. Very good, brother. Everybody doesn't know this answer. That's good. You know what? Because this is very important. Everybody thinks that the things were very easy in those days. It was not easy. They have to fight with Romanos. They have to fight with Nicola. They have to fight with all Constantinople, who was supporting the Byzantine Empire here, and plus Mongols. So that's why when we were getting close, I was gonna say, be aware of Noyan. He must be someone because I mean, so that we were very close. So Sogut, And the thing is here, Kais really sacrificed their lives, not for themselves, for also Islam and for Ummah. This is very important. Today, Ertuğrul Gazi is buried here. Inshallah, we'll be seeing the grave now. And Halima Hatun, his wife Halima Hatun here. I want to correct, not a mistake, but I want to correct one thing about series and the real life. Mother Halime, she lived much longer than we have seen in drama. Because when we had the drama, unfortunately, the actress, she had some personal issues with her husband. That's why she wanted to leave the project.
Oh, okay.
And she got into like depression and like that. And she asked to producer, Brother Mehmet, I want to leave. What can I do? How can we do this? And the producer, because people loved her too much, he didn't want to replace her with someone else, like he did for Turgut.
Yeah, Turgut replaced.
Yeah, because normally Turgut we have one.
Yeah, there's one Turgut.
One, but because the main Turgut one, the first one, has already signed a contract for another project.
Yeah.
No,
You
but
know-
Osman's Turgut is the real
Osman
historical
Turgut, there's
Turgut,
only
right?
one Turgut. There's only
No,
one
in the
Turgut.
show, yani.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Osman
but,
Turgut
yeah,
is
because
the
he
actual
lived
one.
until 125.
124, yeah.
Yeah.
125. He died at
Orhan
the
as
age of
well.
125. So that is why what you have been watching, you consider like this, please. 30% is real history, 70% is drama. If you know this, that's gonna help you a lot because it cannot be 100%
Of course.
correct. So Halima Hatun, may Allah bless her. So she's buried here. Ertuğrul Gazi inside, and Osman. What about Osman? Where is he now? He's now in Bursa.
Bursa, right?
But
Yeah.
originally, where he was buried, right in front of his father. Kabir of Osman.
Ah.
The Bazaar, yes, he was formerly buried here. But because of his last wish, his son Orhan took his Mazar from here all the way to Bursa. And people of Sogut, Kais, were very much upset with this because they didn't want to leave Osman. So Orhan, as a sultan and as a son of Osman, he could be able to come here at only night time. So when people were asleep, because it was also the white bearded who recommended him to do this at night time, because if Kai people will see it with their eyes, they are not going to allow this. So as a sultan and as a son, look at the power of the Kais. They didn't allow him to get his father's tomb from here. So it was not easy. That's why, but he got it all the way to Bursa. So today, my brothers' Alps are guarding the tomb of Ertuğrul Gazi. They are inside now. They are real Alps. They are doing their army service. There are 14 of them, only 14. They do sword fight, they do archery, they do horse riding. They are one of the most skillful soldiers of the army. They are very much privileged. Even the commanders cannot say anything to them. They look very friendly. Now you go inside, you will see them. You can take photos with them. But in case of any, like if you watch one like their training, it's so tough. I can tell you. I mean, easily without gun, one of them can fight up to 20, 30 people easily. Because of the training that they have. They are very fast also. They do sword. They use sword like a small knife. You know? They are very skillful. And the thing is, what do they do here? They are finishing their army service, military service. Every Turkish man in Turkey have to go to army. 18 months, 1.5 years. If you study at university, you go to army for 8 months, 10 months less. I mean, if you study and graduate also. And there is one more option. If you live abroad, say in UK, US, another country, but you don't want to lose your citizenship as a Turkish man, government is giving you one more opportunity. You pay to the government, you come to Turkey for 29 days, you complete your army service, then everything is okay. If you don't do any of these, you are out of Turkish citizenship, plus you have no chance to get married in Turkey. None of the parents will approve their daughter's marriage with you if you don't do your army service. You know why? Because we have one saying in Turkey. If you don't serve to your vatan, your country,
Yes.
you are not going to serve to your family and to my daughter. That's why they want I mean, of course, it doesn't mean that we are going to army just to get married. It doesn't, don't misunderstand, but this is the reality. Because the society won't accept you.
Yes.
Won't accept you. They will not approve. Nobody will come to your wedding. Nobody will come, will have, even your close friends. So it's kind of a like, I don't know, I don't want to say pressure, but it is something like, it's a must, you know. It's our duty for the Watan, for the country. So we will be going inside this now. And what time is it now? Let me see. Inshallah, in about after 20 minutes, there will be art-changing ceremony. Here, it will take only 1 minute. So wherever you are gonna be, do not go further, please, because the arts will be start marching from here to there. So please try to be right on the corner in about after 20 minutes. Otherwise, we miss the ceremony. So we will be around here, but sometimes people are looking for a toilet. They are going far, and they miss. So that's why, just if anybody needs to go to the toilet now? No, okay. And if you want to go, please let me know. At least I can tell you. So we can go inside now. Let's make dua for Ertuğrul Gazi, inshallah. We are going to take off our shoes inside, and you can take pictures with the arts as well, as I said, and with the tomb, inshallah, as well. Everything is clear so far?
Yes,
Let's
thank
go.
Jल्दी फातिहा पढ़ लें.
Yes, let's go inside. Here, inside, inside. Let's come inside first. Let's come inside, please, first. Because I'm going to close the door. Get cold inside. So these are the boxes which have soils inside from countries where Ottomans used to rule. And that's the original tombstone of Osman. If you hear me correct, we never leave these places without that's what you understand again. And I want to take your attention to the windows of the tomb as well. If you get closer to the windows, there are wooden holes. Why do you see wooden holes? When Greek occupied the town of Syria 100 years ago, the first place that they came and attacked was the tomb of Ertuğrul. That's why the wooden holes are there. Government is not changing the windows.
So during the delivery,
Well, and why not changing? If you leave this place alone, this is not happening. You have to take care of. Like 6-7 years ago in Syria, Daesh.
yes.
Everybody remembers where did they attack first? It was a flash news on TV, BBC, CNN, when Daesh, ISIS, attacked the first place that they attacked. Anybody remembers where did they attack?
Wait.
His father. His father's in Syria. Nobody asked this question. Why these terrorists are attacking Gaza?
Yeah.
Because they still have a problem with the roots of the Ottoman Empire, with Kais. Because Kais were the ones who brought Islam to Islam. You get my point? So at that time, I was not a big mistake. On CNN, BBC, they showed us like we are trying to invade Syria. We went to Syria at that time to save the tomb of our grandfather. We did not go into Syria to get the land from Syria. Then, alhamdulillah, we saved it from Daesh and ISIS. We moved to a safer place, still in Syrian territory, closer to Turkish border, but being guarded by my brothers upstairs.
Ah, really?
Alhamdulillah, like today here. So we did not go into Syria like CNN and BBC showed us. Turkey is invading Syria. Excuse me, we are probably the last country that used black man do this. We don't think that's why we do not. I mean, we host 500 guests from Syria. Turkey is not that kind of country.
Yeah.
They didn't say that why these people are attacking the tomb of Süleyman. Okay, now it's more clear. So please make your dua, take your photos. After that, I'm gonna take you to the outside, the backyard of the next side of school, because there are more things there. Savcı is there. Abdullah Gazi is there. You know, Dündar is there. Dündar. So make your dua, take your photo. If you want to take your photo, let me take your photos. And don't miss the sign. Ertuğrul Gazi here also. When you take photos, this is the best sign. Ready? Ready? One, two, you want this one? Fast one. Australia, Romania, Lebanon, Iran, Morocco, Azerbaijan, Republic of Cyprus, Bosnia, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, Pakistan. One of my brother brought a soil from Pakistan as well. I'm trying to get the permission from the local government to put that box here as well. Inshallah, because there are some countries they see, but unfortunately, countries where Ottomans used to be. That's why. But there will be some minor exception. Yeah, and also it was a wish of His Excellency Mr. Imran Khan.
Yeah.
Imran Khan also wanted. That's why. So we are trying to keep this working. Yes.
Yeah.
Now you want to take a picture?
This one.
Can you please take a picture? A picture photo. Yes. Can you take?
Yeah, this one.